Holy shit, boys and girls. Well, got a new gas blowback rifle. And I've wanted one of these for a while, but they've always been a bit elusive. You either can't get the guns or you can't get the mags, and it's a pain in the arse. And I said I'd never buy one until the mags were readily available. Well, certain retailer, Fire Sport, had these available with multiple mags, so 4 mags with the deal. And I've got none other than the Tokyo Marui AKM. So yeah, this one's going to be a bit difficult to film just because of how large this box is, but you can imagine what's out of frame. Let's take the lid off, and we have none other than a Tokyo Marui gas blowback AKM. Oof. I've been wanting one of these for a while, but either you can't get them in, or when they come into stock somewhere, they're straight back out of stock again and get in the mags. And I thought, well, I'm not going to buy one and just have one mag because it's going to be useless. But this is, you know, fairly usable. I've got 3 extra mags with it, 4 total, so we can actually field this. So in the box, you get 1 magazine, you get a little accessory box. So you get a sight adjustment tool, you get some Tokyo Marui BBs, and you get a barrel plug, none of which are we going to use. So we've got the AKM itself. Let's pull that out and pop it down. We have some little info cards, things to do with the AKM. I think it's because we can wrap it with this. This tells you obviously how to do that, to wrap it like the real one, I suppose. This one's something to do, I don't know. If you read Japanese, tell me what that says. Something to do with the selector. We should have some other bits in here. So we've got a cleaning and unjamming rod, and we've also got the little the little chode of a loader here. And these, they have 2 lines on it for some reason. I'm not really sure why that is, but I think they load, you know, 15 rounds a time. So we've got that thing to try. I mean, I'll probably use one of the bigger ones. Anything else in here? I don't think so, just the cover. So obviously keep the cover, but I'll probably sling the box because it's useless. Nothing in the top. Oh, we actually have the manual and all the other bits in the top of the box, which I'm not going to open because, you know, let's just roll with it. So I was going to wait a little bit. I'm obviously going to do a video series on this AKM, but I wanted to get started. Got a bit of time, so I thought, why not just quickly jump on a video and introduce it. But look how beautiful that is. And this is not real wood, but it looks like it. The gun feels absolutely fantastic. It's very heavy. It's got a nice weight to it. So yeah, gas blowback, fitting line with my other gas blowback rifles with the MWS series. And we don't have a full travel bolt on the Marui, but honestly that doesn't bother me at all because these things don't half chug. I opened this box obviously when it came today, and then a couple of my work buddies were messing around with it as well. So it did have a little bit of gas in it. I have done the empty bolt stop thing so it would fire, but I think one of the lads, like, as soon as he did a bit of full auto dry firing, he just like emptied the mag. So yeah, it's completely out of gas. But you know, AKM goodness, and you can fire these like the real ones with the top covers open if you want to do a bit of a Tarkov things going on. And many of you are probably thinking, who watch a lot of my other videos, well, you're probably not going to be leaving this standard, and you are completely correct. As much as I would love to get a wood kit on this and just use it as a bad guy gun, this is probably going to be the primary that I have for the AKM series. Yeah, I'm already like foreshadowing that I'm probably going to end up buying another one. They've done that AKX. So I'm going to be putting some modern bits on this because I want to use it. If I'm going to use it, I want to put like maybe like a red dot and some other bits and pieces to be usable, especially for like the weekend events and stuff that we do. So here we have the gas magazine. I believe they're 35 rounds. And inside, you've got this little latch. So if I pop this cover back here, inside here you can see this little latch. And if you pull that little latch there, if you pull it back and latch it up, it allows you to dry fire the gun, which we were just messing around with it earlier. And this thing done half chug on full auto. So for all intensive purposes, those that don't know anything about the Marui AKMs, it's a full metal replica. All the other bits are plastic, you know, neither here or there. If you weren't too bothered about the real wood feel, you know, getting splinters in your fingers and what's not, you could very much leave it as it is. It looks fantastic. The wood looks real. It's only on really close inspection that you see seam lines and stuff. And the seam lines are so gradual, so minuscule, shall I say, that you could very much get away with it. So, and the way these mags click in, I have had a couple of GHKs before. The GHKs are nice, the steel, and they seem to perform the best out of the other branded AKs. But a buddy of mine's got one of these. A couple of people that I know in the airsoft world have got them. Obviously, I did have a bit of I got to shoot Mr. And I know many of you are going to moan about what I'm going to say next, but honestly, I don't care. I got to shoot Kicking Mustang's AKM because he's got one of these. And just every time I fired one, I just fell in love with it instantly. And working on his MP5 SD6, his recoil one, I was very much on the fence whether to buy that instead. But Fire Support, I always click through their website and just check the latest products every now and again, because he does get a lot of Marui bits and pieces. And he had these in stock, which you had these plus 3 mags, which equals 4. And he also had the MP5s as well. But I thought, you know what, it's got to be the Gas Blowback AKM, because just look at it. And as good as the MP5 SD is, this is better. And the day that Marui announced that they're going to be doing a Gas Blowback MP5, you know, I will be all over that as well. I was hoping the last release, when they announced the recall, they were going to be doing a Gas Blowback, but you know, neither here or there. So being a Tokyo Marui, you know, you're not going to find a lot of steel components on this thing. It's not a GHK. And as much as, like I say, I love the GHK when I had it briefly, it felt as real as any AK that I've ever come across. Just the Marui just do it better. And I know there's a lot of people out there that Marui fanboy this and this, that and the other. But honestly, if you're lucky enough, like me, to have fired a lot of brands, you very much understand that no one comes close to them. Yeah, they have their issue, like any other company. They have their little bits and pieces here or there, but far less than any other brand. And with the success of my MWS, and now I've got like 4 or 5 of those, we had to do an AKM, didn't we? So I'm going to order a shed ton of bits for this. Probably put like a folding stock on there. Let's put a real grip on. Or put a railed front end and perhaps shorten the barrel slightly, do like a 105 style build. And then perhaps when the AKXs come out, I'll grab one of those as well, and we'll do a wood one. Who knows? The possibilities are endless. So the adapter for filling this thing up with BBs, how many can we fit in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that line's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's 10 rounds at a time. 10 rounds. I can see why they give you the small loader now. God. That's tight. I only managed to put 9 in there. Is that the way to do it? Do we load it on in front of that spring-loaded piece? It seems like it doesn't really fit well. But it just, that sits on the piss. What am I doing wrong here? Do we just have it sit flush like that? Probably should read the pissy manual, shouldn't I? Let's try that. Let's try and top that up to 10. Yeah, so I think that's the way you do it. You just have to try and sit it flush. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for 20 rounds. Yeah, that seems much easier. So that's 20. I would order the AirTac speed loader adapter, but honestly, my MWS one was that crap. I don't think I'll be buying another speed loader from them. So we've put 20 in. This will be 30. That's 30, and then I imagine you load it up to the first line, which is 5, which will give you 35. That's 34, and that's 35. So we have 35 rounds in there. Not an easy gun to fill. That's probably my only criticism of this platform, is how much of a pain it is to get the rounds in the mag. It would be nice, you know, if these sort of soften up over time. That adapter, you know, is a bit of a pain. I can see why they didn't give you the full tube like the MWS, because I imagine it would just not go in as smoothly. We do have the sort of mid-size MTR one. Are they the same adapter? The adapter does look the same. That's how you fill your AKM mag. So we'll get more into that. Perhaps we'll try a loader adapter, but I really don't want to buy another one with how crap that one was. So this is just an introduction to the AKM. Obviously I'll be covering it more, and I'll be doing more videos on it. We might probably make a series out of it. So this is just an introduction video. Like I've said many times, I'm repeating myself now. Thanks very much for tuning this video, and I look forward to creating some content with this thing, and I'll see you in the next one.